I guess I wrote myself a note, and we will officially call this meeting to order. So, thanks everybody for joining us for our very first general PTA meeting of 2025. It is January 14th, if you can believe that. As always, we'll start off with some wins, and we have a lot of wins to share. We haven't met since November, since second week of November. So quite a little bit has happened, a lot has happened, somewhere in between. I don't really know, but a lot of good things to share. First and foremost, Snow MG, hub or shout out for pivoting and partnering with the Checkers to make sure that those of us who have purchased tickets for Friday's game didn't lose them because of the weather. The new date for the Spirit Night at the Checkers is now March 19th at 4 p.m. So even more reason to celebrate because that's right around my birthday. So come celebrate with me and hang out. And just a reminder, and if anybody asks, the tickets you have for this past Friday's game are valid for the March 19th game. So if anybody has any issues with that, please feel free to reach out. Let us know. We'll make sure we get you help along the way. Next up, a shout out to our one too many A's in his last name, Adam Cordicus and Jasmine Aguilar. The Casas info is now officially on the PTA website, and it looks phenomenal. So once you click in here, all the information that Jasmine presented to us last November or last meeting, all of it's in here. The full legend of the Jaguar houses is in here for somebody to read if they'd like. Each house has their description and their colors, so really well done. And on the back end, thank you to Zaina Lord, who was the one who spoke up and let me know that, hey, it would be a great idea to bring this to the PTA and make sure that we all have visibility into it. So great team effort as always to make sure that our communications and all of our channels are up to date and looking awesome. Next up, room parents Denise Guevara and Ann Allen. They are two room parent coordinators. All the room parents, all the winter parties were a great success. All the kids were excited with their activities, plenty hopped up on sugar while they were wearing their pajamas, and heard nothing but great things about the winter parties. And then Priscilla Bautista, the VIP dance invitations. I got at least five text messages that afternoon about how amazing those invitations looked and what a great job the PTA did. I made sure to tell every last one of them that that was all Priscilla's doing. And it was a mad dash to the end to make sure that we could get them out or that Priscilla could get them out before winter break. So lots of great shout outs there. And also for Priscilla helping out with the student services sit and sip that happened on December 17th. So she was able to set up some coffee and some treats for that. So that was hugely helpful. Moving on, Carrie Kessel, the family meetup at OMB was very, very, very cold, but the kids had fun, the adults had fun, good drinks, good times, and even though it was pretty darn cold that night, everybody really enjoyed themselves. So thank you, Carrie, for setting that up. On the opposite end of the cold, Jamie Clifton and team, that hot cocoa bar is always a teacher favorite. Thank you so much for setting that up and sending all the teachers off for their spring, or excuse me, for their winter break with some hot cocoa. And then
Remember, the dishes in the dishwasher are clean already, okay?
one of the lesser mentioned people within the PTA, somebody who works a lot behind the scenes but does a tremendous job, Maria Leonor. She handles single-handedly, mind you, all of our social media, both the Facebook and the Instagram accounts, all of the graphics that you see, all of the great flyers that are built and showcased on the social media outlets. Those are all Maria's doing. We're always sending her pictures and saying, hey, post this, post that, post this. This has changed, that's changed. She has never dropped the ball once, and want to make sure we give her a shout out for all the work that she's done and really revamping the social media presence start as of last year is when she first started. Amber Kasser with the Collinswood Language Academy Dance Club for our middle schoolers. We're seeing a lot of flyers and information going on about that. That is a very popular topic, especially with Senora Arevalo leaving Collinswood. It's great for some of the kids to have that outlet and a dedicated dance club. Along those lines, you can't mention anything extracurricular without having Naomi Bautista's name in your mouth. Naomi continues to just kill it with all the extracurriculars that she finds and sets up for the school and for all the kids both before school and after school. And the last shout out for today's meeting is going to go to Harry and Pedro and the advocacy team in general. Um, Harry and Pedro have worked really hard to craft the flyer that we've all seen handed out during morning and afternoon carpool this week. Making sure to remind each other, remind all the parents of not just what the proper procedure is and where to go and where to turn, but also reminding people to be nice to each other and show a little respect to your fellow parent during the hectic morning drop off and afternoon pickup. So that's the shout outs for this week or for this month. Moving on to the November meeting minutes. I'll go through those. Lori is actually traveling for work, so she won't be able to make it. But going through our meeting minutes from last week, let me scroll down here. For the shout outs, we talked about the Fall Festival, the book fair, and the first second Noche Familiar of the year. Went over those successes, reviewed and approved the October meeting minutes. Dominique talked to us about money and how great everything was looking from the budget. There were two proposals that were brought to the team. Both of them were passed by a majority vote. The first one was moving $10,000 from the Ham Jams line item to the Invest line. Second proposal moved $1,000 from PTA Socials over to the PTA discretionary account. As we talked about earlier, brought forward all of the information about the casas, did a great presentation of what casas meant and the running through the significance of each casa's colors, mottos, songs, and emblems. Also talked about early preparations that were being done for the middle school winter dance and some of the upcoming community fair, resource fair for sports physicals. And Alan talked to us about Collinswood Cares and the holiday fundraiser leading up or involved with that. Ross gave us a few updates on outdoor beautification, specifically the cleanup and the garden work the day after the fall festival, and some new partnerships with a new landscaping company that's been helping us out. We talked book fair, revenue and earnings, and some final non-agenda items that we reviewed. Ross Glenn called out the ham jams, the breakfast that we did for the teachers in continuation of the ham jams fundraiser. Pedro brought up the afternoon pickup line issues. This is a great example of you being one to identify a problem, speak up, and then making sure that you're involved with finding a solution and making sure that we are active in our school community. There were also some questions raised about Department of Education changes and possible changes with forthcoming U.S. government administration. Those were tabled as not being particularly relevant to the PTA meeting and outside of the scope of what we discuss. And then last but not least, the upcoming events, and the meeting was adjourned. Any questions or comments about the November meeting minutes? All right, hearing none, I move that the November meeting minutes be approved as presented.
I second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, PTA meeting minutes from November are approved as written. Next up, I will turn it over to Dominique for the treasurer's report.
Hey everybody, so our current balance in our Wells Fargo account is $134,799.34. We have no motions to bring to this meeting, and I think that's about it. We have lots of money. We need to spend it. If you are a room parent, I would please encourage your teacher, if they haven't already, to spend their $200 of discretionary classroom funds.
Awesome. Thank you, Dominique. Any questions for Dominique regarding the treasurer's report and or the budget?
A quick question. I think just pertaining to the winter dance, since we're planning that for the 31st. Do we have, as a middle school resource team, like a budget for that specifically for the winter dance, or is that?
Yes, there's a budget. I can email you all the details later tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah. Now I'll text it to myself.
All right. Next up, I'll turn it over to Naomi. We'll get a double header from her to talk to us about the advocacy committee and all the fun things it's doing, as well as the extracurriculars.
Okay, hi, can you guys hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
All right, great. So the first thing I just want to talk about was a big shout out to two people who have already been mentioned, Harry and Pedro. Like Danny had mentioned, you know, we were experiencing some comments that we were getting about people's frustration with the carpool line. So they really took initiative and they created a flyer with some great language. And then we had Pedro who offered to translate it into Spanish. And I think they both did such a great job. So if you've been through carpool already this week, you've probably received it at least one time. With that being said, we're still planning to give it out the remaining days of this week. And right now it looks like tomorrow we still have the morning to cover and also the afternoon to cover, as well as, tomorrow, just the morning, sorry. Thursday, we have the morning and the afternoon to cover. So if you are interested in passing out flyers, it's a really simple, easy way to just get out there. We already have the flyers printed. You don't even have to say anything if you don't want to. You can just hand them out as the cars go by. But if you're interested, I will put my email in the chat here, and you can feel free to reach out to me and just let me know. Even if you can't stay for the whole time of drop off, that's fine. Just any little bit of time that you could come and pass out flyers would be great. Let's see, the next thing for extracurriculars. So we have a lot of exciting opportunities that are still with open slots. So if you're looking for something for your child to do either before or after school, there's still some slots open. So last week we started our Twist Foundation yoga. They came back to campus, and in case you didn't notice it, they actually opened it now to first graders. So that's a new thing. It used to start at second grade. So now first graders can do it as well. We also welcomed our Limelight Theater program, which is an awesome theater program that's coming on Thursdays after school. They reached out to me and said they have a really big wait list, so they would like to open another day. So we're actually looking to open up a morning option for this as well. So if you're looking to sign up your child for theater, please stay tuned because there's more info coming. We're setting that up as we speak. This week, we're going to have Noah's Art. They came back this morning. And then next week, we're actually starting that dance club that Danny had mentioned with Amber. This has a lot of open spots. It is for a middle school, so it's 6 to 8, grade 6 to 8. And it just seems like a really awesome program because she does teach jazzercise, but she's open to all different kinds of dance. So it can really be what the kids are interested in doing. And like Danny said, with Senora Revelo's departure, I feel like it'd be a great opportunity for those students who are missing dance. And then coming up a little bit later in the month, we're going to have chess coming back. They still have a lot of spots open as well. And I know that's a popular one. So that's good to hear that there's still some spaces if you're interested. They'll be coming on Monday mornings. And then we'll have P3 soccer coming back Tuesday after school, P3 basketball coming on Thursday mornings. We do have King Tiger Taekwondo, and an exciting new change for them is due to the interest, they're going to be having a Tuesday morning for grades 2 to 5, and then Friday mornings for grades K and 1. So that's nice that they'll have both of those opportunities. We're still setting up for the start date for that. So just stay tuned if you're interested in signing up for that. We also have T-ball coming Wednesdays after school, and Girls on the Run will be having their first practice the first week of March. So in addition to Maria, who does all of our social media, she's also going to be one of the coaches for that. So she does a lot too. Yes. And if you're just wondering about all that info that I just shared and you're kind of like, what day was that she just said? How do I sign up? How much does it cost? All that kind of stuff. I will just put the link in the chat for all of our extracurriculars. And I really have to say a big shout out to Adam because he is so great. Like as soon as we have an extracurricular set up, if I just email him and say, can you add this to the website? It happens within like an hour. He's awesome. So that is totally up to date with all the info you would possibly need, as well as the meeting dates. So if you're ever wondering, oh, are we meeting this Monday? You can always check that document too. That is all on that website. So if there's any questions, I'm happy to answer any questions. Okay, cool. Thank
Sounds
you.
like you're clear. Thank you so much, Naomi.
You're a rock star, Naomi. I just can't reiterate enough for everybody. Naomi does like 3 different roles, and she's at the school nearly every day, volunteering time during lunch. So you're a freaking rock star. Do you want to be president next year? Just kidding. Just joking. You're the best.
I tried to do the extracurriculars job before and I could not handle it.
It's a lot. So
you're doing amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate everybody's work. There's no way. I mean, you guys all help me out so much. So thank you to everybody here.
Can I just hop in and just reiterate that? Ms. Lippersy here, guys. Thank you. Really, from the bottom of my heart.
That's so
I will
nice.
say it over and over again all year long. Thank you.
Thank you. That's so sweet. I really appreciate it. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. Next up on the agenda, actually, I don't see her logged in. Is Priscilla here? I don't see Priscilla on here.
we're gonna send her a quick message while we move over her.
All right, perfect. And then similarly, Abby Blanton was on the agenda to talk to us about the spring book fair. I will stall for time with that one. I don't have the dates on it yet, but be on the lookout for more information about the spring book fair coming up soon. And while we wait to hear from Priscilla, we'll go ahead and jump up to Jamie and to talk to us about staff appreciation.
Hello, everyone. Sorry you can't see my face. I am driving my child home from Acro right now. I just wanted to give you a quick update. We have our end of the month staff treat cart as per usual. It will be Friday, January 31st. Hopping into the new year is our theme. It is all about popcorns and seltzers and sparkling waters. As a lot of people do have New Year's resolutions about making healthier choices, etc. We're going to skip the sweets and we'll go for some nice air popped popcorn or skinny pop or whatever kind of pre-popped popcorn, and some flavored seltzer waters. So the sign up genius will be appearing on social soon, and I can also put that in the chat when I get to a place where I can stop. And then the other thing that is happening this month is we are saying goodbye to Senora Tovar Bergraf and Senora Testa, our amazing support staff. They are retiring here shortly. So next week there will be a big cake for the staff to have a little send-off celebration. And Naomi, once again, shout out for her amazing contributions always. She is putting together some retirement gift baskets to make sure that they know that they are loved and appreciated and will be missed by their Collinswood family. Naomi also takes care of our birthday acknowledgements, and that is no small feat, being that we're a staff of like 95 right now. So thank you again, Naomi. You're amazing. Not just the queen of extracurriculars. And that is my update.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jamie. Any questions for Jamie? Alrighty. Sherry, did we hear back from Priscilla? All right, cool deal. Well, you are up then, ma'am, for talk to us about fundraising.
I'm going to pass that on to Mr. Cole Kessel. Should he still be on here?
Yes, I'm here.
Yay! All right, take it away, brother.
Hey, everybody. My name is Cole Kessel. If I haven't met you before, I am the proud father of a third grader, Miss Ellis, and the mostly proud father of a 4-year-old who is a rising kindergartner. Depends on the day. I was chatting with one of our leaders of our PTA, and she must have thought, this guy's a sucker. He likes to run. We should see if we can sign him up to start a 5K for the school. And she caught me on a good day, and I said, yeah, this sounds great. We can do this. I love to run. So we are going to start a fundraising 5K. This will be the first time in Collinswood history that I'm aware of that we've ever tried to pull this off. And it's going to be a huge success and become an annual event. And so you'll have many opportunities to do it. This year, we are targeting Saturday, May 10th for our 5K event. We are going to have it all on campus. The logistics get a lot more complicated if you try to block roads or well, that's mainly it. If you try to use open streets, so we're targeting kind of a 1 mile loop on campus that we will run 3 times for our 5K. We will, we're looking at having some sort of competition between the grades for just getting registration and people out there. Looking for, we'll have prizes for our top runners, male and female, in every age, in every grade, but then also the grade that does the best. We're looking to or has the most participation. We're trying to reward them. We are ultimately, our goal is to raise funds, and those funds will be directed towards playground equipment for the primary playground right next to the bus lot, but also the kindergartners, maybe first graders, also the courtyard playground, looking to add some additional playground equipment into that area as well, so that my rising kindergartner will get in trouble on it at some point, I'm sure. So again, May 10th is the date. So I'll be back each month with a little bit of an update from our team. We would obviously love more hands on the team. Our first meeting is next week, so you haven't really missed anything at this time. Other than that, we will have our team, but other than that, it's the fundraiser. We're looking for connections to local businesses that will support Collinswood, will support children being active and playing. And if you have any ideas or connections, regarding businesses that would be interested or potentially interested in, participating in the sponsorship for this race. We would love to talk to them and show them our material and get them involved. So I will put my email in the chat so that you have a way to contact me. Again, I intend to be back every month between now and then to A, make sure you have signed up, and B, give y'all updates and let you know how you can support. And at this point, just kind of go ahead and mark it down on your calendars and start your training plan. So any initial questions?
Are you going to be running the 5K too, Cole?
With Ellis, with my daughter. So we'll have to put my competitive spirit away for a few moments. And even if I have to carry my third grader, we will see what happens. It's only 3 miles, right?
We'll just strap them on your back. It'll be fine.
Strap them all, bring them all.
Really looking forward to that, Cole. I know that's gonna be a huge success.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. We've had Abby and Priscilla join us, so I'm actually going to send it to Abby first, since she's on the top part of my screen. Abby, give us an update on the Spring Book Fair.
So thank you guys. Sorry I'm a little bit late. Just had a call yesterday with our Scholastic rep, and as of right now, we're set to have the Spring Book Fair run from March 14th through the 21st. And yeah, I mean, I think the only kind of big deviation from what we've done in past book fairs is, I guess, in earlier iterations, the book fair has been a K through 5. They didn't realize that we had a middle school. And I know that that was a lot of the feedback from our fall book fair was there weren't enough books maybe that middle schoolers or maybe more advanced elementary school readers were really enjoying. And so that was the feedback I gave to them. We should be getting a whole new case with some more like middle school and modern classic kind of materials. So hopefully the teachers, parents, and students will be, pleased with that, in addition to all of the other, content we get. So yeah, that'll be a good way to kick off the spring, and we'll be starting to push all that information out, here in the coming weeks.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Abby. That's great news about the middle school reading material.
Yeah, and we also asked for more Spanish books too. I feel like we do every time, but I really kind of made a full court press. I was like, I know you say you keep giving it to us, but really more is more. So we're continuing to drive that message to them.
Awesome. Thank you for leading the way on that. And then Priscilla, I saw you jumped on. Talk to us about the VIP dance.
Hi, yes. Sorry I'm late, but we are so excited about this year's theme. It's going to be Renaissance Festival, medieval times. We are expected to have food to kind of match the theme. The decor will be fun. We'll have the DJ. We'll have the 2 photographers so that everyone can get their photo
Quickly.
Yeah, done very fast. So no line for that, hopefully. We are still, obviously, this year I set a staggered pricing. I was hoping to get more people to buy tickets earlier, because I always get super nervous towards the last week right before the event, because a lot of people wait till the last minute to buy tickets. So I was like, well, let me make the tickets a little cheaper if they buy by the 24th, and they get a little bit more expensive after that. Haven't really seen a big change in the rate of purchase, but I'm hoping that when people see, we'll send out some reminders before the 24th and get some additional people to buy, to make sure that our budget kind of stays in line with this year. The other thing, we are still looking for volunteers, so I'm going to do a push for that. Obviously, we have people signing up for chaperoning, like the day of the event. And just know that if you volunteer, so the way that it works, we have the ticket is for 1 parent and 1 student, right? And if you have additional students, you can buy additional spots for your students. But really only if 1 parent wants to come with their child and 1 parent volunteers, even if it's the day before for setup, they're welcome to join us for the event for free, basically. So I'm trying to spread the word that, hey, if you volunteer, you can come and watch the cuteness of the kids and the dads and all that stuff, or the parent, not the dad, sorry.
Incentive.
Anything else I'm missing? Yeah, so that's sort of an incentive to try to get volunteers is, sorry, we have 4 kids in this house right now.
The payments.
Mhm.
You tell them that.
Yeah.
Well, I did.
Leanne here with me, who's been helping me with the event. So we're kind of, she's reminding me if I missed anything, but no, that's basically it. We're just hoping for some more volunteers for setup on Friday. But it should be fun. So.
Awesome. And I did, Priscilla, I did put the links to the tickets and the volunteer sign up into the chat. So it's available here for everybody. And it's also available on the events page on the PTA
Right.
website.
Yeah, and I'll request for it to go out on Group Me again. For and maybe we can put a little reminder in some other way. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll ask see if Modine can put an extra little reminder on her weekly messages to go ahead and purchase tickets for that, and that we need volunteers.
She's always willing to do that as long as you send it to her in time.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, any questions from the team for Priscilla? Alrighty, and then the last item we have on the agenda is for Liz Reinfeld to talk to us about the Collinswood Active event that has just been confirmed.
Hi, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, I'm hiding in my room from my children. It's, so yes, I have confirmed it for, I believe, March 7th. We're gonna go to Sky Zone. We're gonna have pizza, ices. The kids are gonna have a good time. So we'll put out a link and you can buy your ticket. If you want to get like the all day pass, it's a little bit more, but then you can decide if they want to stay for the glow later or just do the jump, or you can pick your hours. So it's kind of flexible on when you want to come. So I think it'll be a good time.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz.
I don't
That
know,
was
was I supposed to say anything else?
No,
I'll
just
put
kind of.
I'll put the ticket link in the chat.
Okay.
You beat
All
me
right.
to it, Sherry.
I'll probably
All
be.
right, thank you, Sherry.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun last year. I think all the kids were just dripping with sweat and covered in ices and sticky at the end of the night. So it was a really good time for everybody.
I like how they're able to get like their Friday energy out. You know, they always come home from school and they're like, on Friday nights, I think. So,
Yep. All right, everybody. That is it for the written agenda.
Wait.
Waiting.
Sorry. Okay, I just put the ticket link for Sky Zone in there. Something that just came through today or yesterday. They're all blending together. Molly Shaw, awesome Collinswood mom that we have. She worked out a deal with Carolina Ascent. That is the football, soccer team, female team here in Charlotte. We are going to have a spirit nights, double checking the time, spirit day there on March 2nd. Game starts at 3. Tickets are $14 and the PTA will get back $2 on every ticket sold. So if you would like to support both the Carolina Ascent as well as your child's bilingual and biliteracy journey, you can buy the tickets here. And I just put that link in. That is also both of these events I do have up on the PTA events calendar already. So don't stress. They're on there. They are both in March. And that checkers game was moved to March which I just wanted to mention, if anyone on the call had already bought tickets, you probably received a text message yesterday from the checkers to confirm your ticket has been changed to the March 29th game. And if you didn't, please let me know. But they were automatically doing that for us. So I just wanted to share that. That's all I got. Sorry for interrupting.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a safe space, Sherry.
Oh, I could tell one more thing. Okay, seriously. No, it's good. It's good. It's something free. Okay. Everyone should come. Danny's going to review the biliteracy night in a minute next Wednesday. You should totally come because the PTA did pay for fun decor that Caitlin Russell and another admin was working on. And the PTA is providing free slices of pizza while they last from Little Caesars. So they'll have that. And then we have a dessert vendor coming from the Sweetest Thing Bake Shop. You guys have seen her before if you've been at other events. She makes everything handmade. So you can also get a little sweet treat. That won't be free, but the pizza will be. So if that is more incentive to support the biliteracy journey and come to that event next week, please come.
All right. I love the Sweetest Thing.
She's great.
On top of having everything that she makes is delicious. She is always super friendly.
Yeah, totally.
All right, everybody. That is Robert, what you putting in the chat there?
All
I think
right.
that's
Giveaway.
March is also a cool giveaway and promotion with Carolina Ascent. So another good reason to go to that event. All right, so before we review some upcoming events, anybody else have anything to add to today's agenda to bring up for anybody on the call?
Hey, Danny.
Yes.
Hey, it's Maya. How are you?
Hey, Maya, I'm doing fantastic.
Good. I had a question on a topic we haven't discussed. It's a whole totally different thing. Is that okay to bring up now or?
Yeah, now's the time to
Okay,
do it.
perfect. So I just had a question about how we are or can we support our carpool staff when it's like 3 degrees outside. So I don't know if there's something we can do as far as like hand warmers, even like, the space heater things people have outside or whatever. But was curious as to if we've ever done anything in the past to support them because I don't even like opening the door because it's so cold. But they're standing out there for, 30 minutes or 45 minutes or whatever, every day.
As somebody who's been out there on a Friday morning in that
Yes.
very, very big wind tunnel.
Could
Yeah,
we
there's
get them
something.
like a coffee truck or something? Like coffee?
Well, I think it's something I'll talk to Principal Medina about and bring up to her and see what she thinks might be best. Because anything like any sort of space heater or portable heater, that's going to be safety concern for all
Yeah.
the kids running around. Kind of same idea with a coffee truck kind of thing. Because sometimes those teachers are just having to. Sometimes they have to leave early. They'll leave about 9:05 or 9:10 to get to their classrooms before the bell. Hand warmers, I think, would be fantastic. But I know in the past PTA has done umbrellas for them for rainy days.
Yep.
But that's a great call out. I'll add it to my list to chat with Principal Modine about and see what we can do.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for bringing it up. All right, everybody. So upcoming events. We already talked about the biliteracy night that is coming up next Wednesday. That is going to be a school sponsored event, but the PTA's got some goodies in store, as Sherry told us about. The middle school dance at the end of the month on January 31st. As with any event, we're always looking for more volunteers. So if anybody is available and interested, please reach out to Jasmine to help out with that. And then, as Priscilla told us, the Collinswood VIP dance. We're selling tickets already and looking for continued volunteers to help make that event and make it a super success like it was last year. So that's all I've got for everybody. In that note, I will go ahead and make a motion that we conclude January's meeting.
I second.
All in favor?
Hi.
Hi.
Bye.
Aye.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll chat again next week or next month. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks, Jamie.